EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. Gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's an early score review positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, we just establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Grimes. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29. They'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first 2. Again, they'll run it with Grimes. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Willis looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was certainly a scary play special because Taylor was all too aware that this comes to the end zone. He's going to become a bigger weapon for the offense, and they were there to force the incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis. And he comes back with one complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Willis on third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession right at their own 3-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Buccaneers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready? Let's make some good calls, Austin. 19 Tiger. tight.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Russell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Russell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here is 3rd down and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long time gets him down inside the 5, and ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Second down, here's Willis. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
Well, in for the Buccaneers touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third down and 6.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Russell. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Russell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Up the middle they go. Russell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Trey Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Bucs add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. shot's good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Willis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, it's Willis. That is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw, here's Willis. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Willis to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost
cause. This likely a must-have, third and goal. For the carry, it's Grimes. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Willis, got to have this one. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Russell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Okay, ready?
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside